Hey everybody, this is Earl, maxproud channel. Uh, here in it's December 20th. Uh, deep into the Christmas season of 2020 during our pandemic. um, terrible. I just wanted to make a video. It's been very hard to do interviews on any basis because nothing's out there really out in the stores. The stores are some are closed, some are half open during this pandemic, and you know how it is, you know. But having every time I haven't done like a video in a long time, you guys out there, when I finally do a video, it's like Earl's back, Earl's back. I've said before, Earl never left. It's just that, things aren't as plentiful as they used to be. Maybe things will be different in the old 2021. I don't know, but I thought I'd do something today just to give y'all look at me and to say hello and happy holidays. I'll tell how about a base story? I'll call this base story number one. That I don't know you or you may have experienced or may not. And I want to talk about. I think I'll name this video. Uh, I guess my bass wasn't kicking it. And it has really nothing to do with my abilities on it, but it's just years ago. I did some studio gigs when back then when people were really into major studios and didn't have the abilities they have now, where they can set up a studio in their own homes. You're working for somebody else. You go to a major studio. Excuse me. Hold on. And I was playing bass, and I remember for somebody, it was paid gig, and I remember the engineer coming out after a few takes, what we're gonna be putting on tape. He comes over to me and, hey buddy, how long have you been using this bass? Well, this is my main bass. I've been using it a while. Why? No offense or anything, but you mind if you played another bass? Another bass? Yeah, I got a bass set up over here. I thought maybe like it was kind of mixed into my system. It's all calibrated and everything. I'd really like you to play this bass. It really gives me good sound. No offense to you. It's just it's kind of tuned up to my setup here. And I said, well, you're the boss, man. You're the engineer, man. If you want to play another bass, I know. I'm being paid. So he says, cool. And he looks excited and he rushes into the back and he brings me out this nice looking white precision, Fender Precision bass. It was, pretty standard, top of the class, top line. I don't remember all the details on it, but he gave it to me and it was 4 string, and he said, "Try this. I'd really love you to try this." And I played a few bars on, and this is cool. And we started recording, and recording came out pretty nice and everything. We did about 7 takes, lucky number 7. And later on, we got finished, or we were wrapping up. I went to the engineer and asked him. He says, I was curious about what you said about my bass. Was it not kicking it up? No, I mean, no, hey man, no offense, anything. Like I said before, it was cool. I just had this bass all calibrated and set up and perfect. Gives me a great sound to my board here and everything. And I just felt like that was the bass to run on this track. And did you like the track? I said, oh, the track is great. So I couldn't argue with that. It came out very nice. So I don't know, man. I'm still young at the time, like in my mid 20s, and I guess I guess he was right. For that particular day or for that particular sound he wanted, my particular bass wasn't kicking it. He also mentioned the fact that he said my bass didn't sound like I'd changed my strings in a long time. And I said, well, that was kind of correct. I wasn't a big string changer back then, still being a professional. But what can I say, man? He was right. I was wrong. And that happened to me twice, where they wanted to use a different bass. So I guess my advice, if that ever happens to you in a situation, a playing situation, maybe, and you're working for somebody else, maybe you shouldn't be so offended or anything. Like if somebody asks you to use another bass, it may be something that particular person wants, and if you're being paid to play another bass, hey, whatever, do your duty, And then again, your sound may not be their sound. So I mean, to all others, you may sound great. To them, him, they want this particular bass. And you shouldn't be offended by playing that bass as long as you're playing and as long as you get paid, okay? So how about that? So that's my bass story number one. Maybe I'll do a whole nother slew of bass stories. I want number two and number three. In fact, I think I will. Maybe I'll search my memory and find a story and give it to you, okay? All right, this is Earl on the Max Proud channel. Until it becomes plentiful again, we'll start reviewing a lot of basses. I'll do it. Miss you guys out there. Happy holidays. And let's get out of 2020 and out of this pandemic. Lost so many people. I'll see you later, guys. Love you.